It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. This episode of the E-Commerce Minute is brought to you by Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes. With Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes, it's just click, send, and save for as low as $4.99 a month. Send envelopes, flats, and packages right from your desk, and you're back in business in no time. And for being a loyal E-Commerce Minute listener, you'll receive a free 30-day trial to get started and a free 10-pound scale to ensure that you'll never overpay. Save time and money on mailing and shipping with Send Pro Online. Starting at $4.99 a month, you can qualify for special USPS rates for letters and priority mail shipping. Calculate exact postage online and print labels right from your PC. So go to pb.com/minute to access this special offer for a free 30-day trial plus a free 10-pound scale to get started. That's pb.com/minute. Experience shipping made simple with a free trial of Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes. It's E-Commerce Minute, episode 592.
In today's episode, Uber is getting into the ads business.
Advertising has become so ubiquitous in daily life that we don't even seem to notice it anymore. We also don't notice when advertising isn't in a space, and it's almost shocking that there are uncharted parts of the earth in which there are no advertisements. What have you noticed in that one sacred space without advertisements is in ride-sharing apps like Uber or Lyft? Well, don't get used to it. According to a report by TechCrunch, Uber will become an ad platform, selling space inside its Uber Eats app to restaurants in order to rack up more orders. A recent Uber job listing spotted by TechCrunch is looking for an Uber Eats ad lead to lead the team and efforts responsible for creating a new ads business that enables eaters to discover new foods and restaurants to grow their customer base, end quote. The job listing also notes that whoever takes the role will, quote, help formulate our business, product, and go-to-market strategy for ads and creatively experiment and quickly iterate on early tests, end quote. Also hinting at global ambitions for Eats ads, the potential new lead will customize and scale offerings across the world. An Uber spokesman confirmed the company would be entering the ads business by telling the publication simply, quote, we are exploring relevant ads in Eats, end quote. Selling ads could help the company improve margins on Eats, where it only takes 10.7% of gross bookings as adjusted net revenue because it pays out so much of that valuable coin to the restaurants and the drivers. The Eats effort is separate from Uber's own marketing efforts that see it spend more than $1 billion per year to recruit drivers and Eats customers. Here come the ads.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about this. It's only a matter of time.
No. I would like to be in my Uber and nobody talk to me, and I like to just get to where I gotta go.
Yeah, it's true. There are no
actually
there's no safe
ads already
spaces anymore.
Yeah, but there's ads already in Ubers. People are trying to I don't know if you ever been to an Uber, like they have the games and ads on the things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about it, if you get in a cab, most cabs have that.
Yeah,
anyway.
cabs already have it.
So I don't know.
Cabs are here.
Cabs are here.
Cabs are here.
I just was surprised that this already didn't exist, especially within Uber Eats.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's true.
Yeah.
And for all the problems that Uber is having, they seem to really be, I think that Uber Eats is sort of a sleeper hit for them. They're expanding that part of the business. They're also doing aren't they doing the ghost kitchens? Or is that Travis Kalanick is doing that? I know but that's like a big thing because the takeout industry is really taking off. Nobody cooks at home anymore. So everyone's cooking out, and these ghost kitchens are really taking off. But Travis Kalanick, the ousted Uber owner, he started Cloud Kitchens, which is basically doing just that. They're basically, you can set up a kitchen anywhere. And if you're a guy who wants to start an Indian restaurant but can't afford commercial real estate, you just go to a Cloud Kitchen, you cook out of there, and you sell your stuff through Uber Eats, and everybody makes money.
Yeah.
So
Uber Eats, in my opinion, is like way better than other delivery apps.
what's like DoorDash and
Postmates, especially.
Postmates.
Like Postmates is garbage. Like I hope nobody from Postmates is listening, but the amount of times that I have gotten a Postmates order and the delivery person is just like sitting along the Delaware River for 45 minutes eating my food. Like that has happened to me.
Wait,
So-
eating your food?
We assume because
No.
then they turn around, go back to the restaurant, come back because you could track them on the map. And it's taken like 3 hours for us to get our food from Postmates before.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not.
That's weird.
It's not okay. It's happened to us numerous times with Postmates in particular. That never happens with like Uber or DoorDash or even Grubhub or anything like that. It is like just Postmates that we have like weird experiences like that with. So that's
As I
my
take
2
a
cents.
long drink of water.
Yeah, that was a lot of loud
I was
there.
hoping you were going to keep talking. I could have my water here.
Nope.
Gulp to that. I kind of just finished my thought.
So the thing with the Uber Eats ads, it's intended as a discovery device. So you're looking at your Uber Eats ads, and like every other thing you do a search for, there's going to be the paid placement. The concern always is someone's going to pay to be higher than the other guy, and you're going to keep seeing this one pizza joint pop to the top, and he might not be the best. He's just the guy doing the biggest ad spend. So you may wind up with some customers that go, Uber Eats suggested this piece of crap pizza shop. I'm not going to use Uber Eats anymore. So what'll happen is that Uber Eats will keep pushing this piece of crap pizza shop to the top of the stack and might turn a few customers off. But that is the nature of paid ads and paid search anyway. So I think that's going to be a wash when it comes down to it. I think it's good for some of the restaurants. Again, this type of thing is meant for discovery. And I think it'll help some of the lesser known restaurants out on the Uber Eats ecosystem. But who knows? It hasn't rolled out yet. So we're just speculating.
Yeah, also PSA, like back to your point about them like pushing pizza, like a pizza restaurant that might not be that good. Reading reviews on these things is so life-saving. Like not just like your classic like Yelp, like, oh, delivery driver looked at me funny, 1 star. But like the actual like this food is good, this food is bad reviews, because on Grubhub especially, the amount of times that like crappy food has been pushed to the top. It sounds like duh. It sounds like so Captain Obvious, but you can get.
You have to, yeah. Well, I mean, we can go down that rabbit hole. That's with any kind of comment system or any review system, be it Amazon or Uber Eats or Yelp. I mean, you got the guy who's like, they didn't put it. They only put 78 grains of salt on this thing, and usually it's just stupid crap like that. Or it's 1 star. The guy, like you said, the guy gave me side eye and didn't give me an extra straw. It's like people just get riled up. People become keyboard warriors when they don't have to show their face.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Which can make because you would never like come up to a person and say that, right?
No.
It's like I'm just gonna hide behind my keyboard, which is really funny because the internet doesn't go away.
Yeah, the internet is forever, and we see many examples of people doing dumb things
that happened today,
where their faces on the internet forever, and oops, you lost your job,
or you get dragged,
or you get dragged.
Oh no, I just said drag. Brittany, you have bad influence on me now.
We've said drag. Drag's been part of the show for a long time, Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
It has not came out of my.
I use it all the time. Drag.
I know you do. I
love drag.
And dragged and
everything's being dragged.
All right.
Dragged is
because I'm on Twitter too much, watching people getting dragged.
I know. I just sit back and watch people get.
I get up at 3:00 in the morning. I'm like, who's getting dragged on Twitter now? All right, we'll do a quick stat time to finish it up. In the last quarter, Uber Eats pulled in $3.7 billion in gross bookings, representing a 73% increase year over year. So that is one of their growth spots right there. Tell me, why does Uber not make money, Bart? Can you tell the listening public?
It's like any other startup. I mean, of
they're
course
just
they're not making money.
Spending more than they're making. That's the simplified version of it. But what are they spending their money on? Infrastructure, advertising? Where's the money going?
Yeah, I mean, infrastructure. I mean, they like trying to acquire users, like your typical big startup. That's really it. Trying to build technology, trying to build out. I mean, they're just the middleman, right? That's all they are. Any one of those things.
Because I know I get 5 Uber Eats coupons like every day in my email, so I know that they're really spending a lot of money on acquisition.
Well, it's like Groupon. Remember Groupon was like all over the place? Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh my God, I was a Groupon ambassador in college. that's another story for another day.
Groupon. All right. Put a pin in that one. I want to hear about your Groupon ambassador stories. All right. We'll finish up. Uber's revenue grew 64% year over year to $645 million, and its adjusted net revenue also grew 105% to $392 million, according to Crunchbase. And in the second quarter, Uber Eats accounted for 22% of Uber's total gross bookings compared to the year ago quarter when it made up 16.6%. I predict that to go up to at least 30%. That is my prediction. You heard it here. Put a pin in it and take it to the bank. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
Full disclosure, I am not an investor in Uber, so I don't care what happens. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.